Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for the 2021 Crew DC Awards. Please welcome our hosts, Chapter President Tabitha Britton and President-elect Stephanie Duncan.
Welcome. I'm so glad you can join us from wherever you're celebrating tonight. I'm Tabitha Britton. Tonight's awards and Crew DC's 2021 theme is Join Our Voices. I'm proud to lead the chapter, joining my efforts with other chapter leaders to help Crew thrive during a year that has tested all of us. Stephanie and I look forward to telling you about the outstanding leadership and accomplishments of this year's honorees. First, thank you Aldis Group, our presenting sponsor for these awards. And a big thank you to all of our sponsors. Your generous and ongoing support makes this night and all Crew programs possible. The world as we know it has changed. We are navigating difficult times personally and professionally with little precedent. For some, it's been a new beginning, a new job or career path, or maybe a new addition to the family. For others, it's the end of an era, an end of the old and familiar, bringing with it uncertainty about what the future holds. Some call this the new normal, the new difference, or simply a new way of being. Whatever we call it, our collective resiliency gives us strength to adapt. We are learning to navigate what these changes mean for ourselves, our families, and our industry. So let's celebrate those who have found their path and their success. You'll hear about several here tonight. And for those who are still finding their footing and still mapping their journey, we'll do what we do best at Crew by connecting, engaging, and lifting them up to help them find their way. Just like you, Crew DC is continuing to evolve and do better. We're working hard to affect change in the industry. Our chapter's board has expanded in size and diversity along many dimensions. We're holding ourselves accountable for the goals in our strategic plan, and we're putting significant resources into reaching across barriers to achieve equity in commercial real estate. Crew leaders and members are having the tough conversations. We're getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. Crew's vision has transformed to action because of you. It's become a journey to our future. Let's make the most of this powerful momentum and continue to join our voices to make a better tomorrow for everyone.
Hello, I'm Stephanie Duncan, and I echo Tabitha's warm welcome to everyone tonight. I'm here to tell you more about how Crew DC and Crew Network have taken a deliberate, strategic, top-down approach to diversity, equity, and inclusion. First of all, let me ask you this. Did you know that our founding purpose is to transform commercial real estate through the advancement of women? With so much discussion today about achieving equity for underrepresented groups, Crew was created to do just that more than 40 years ago. But we all have more work to do. In their 2019 Global Strategic Plan, Crew Network defined our DEI goal. Crew Network will be the global thought leader for diversity, equity, and inclusion in commercial real estate. Similarly, in the Crew DC strategic plan, we identified our top 3 goals: engage, develop, and include our members and stakeholders. In 2020, Crew Network hosted multiple specific DEI training sessions and incorporated DEI into all leadership training. Through a dedicated task force, they developed a DEI playbook and updated existing materials with a DEI lens, making these resources available to chapters like ours. Following the tragic events and racial reckoning in mid-2020, Crew DC members formed an anti-racism and equity subcommittee. This group created and hosted our Leading with Learning series, a reading circle exploring the Black experience, racism, and anti-racism in a trust-based space for learning, discussion, and relationship building. This program continues in 2022 with a focus on impacts to minority and Indigenous people resulting from real estate use and ownership. This motivated group of members also developed an in-depth anti-racism training program to be offered in 2022. In 2021, Crew DC also formed a DEI council. The council used network resources to benchmark our chapter's current state, evaluate our plans, and prioritize actions so we continue to evolve as a chapter. We conducted specific training focused on bias and explored the intentional actions we need to take to build an inclusive organization. The current and future board are well equipped with concrete tools to move into action on our DEI goals. As it relates to achieving equity in commercial real estate, we know it's a marathon, not a sprint. Crew DC will regularly assess to be sure we're making progress. Along the way, mistakes will be made. It's inevitable and expected. As leaders with our own biases, we'll ask for forgiveness. We'll be responsible for our own learning. We'll remain open to correction, and we will be intellectually curious. Crew DC will move forward with intention to do the right thing. Crew's focus, energy, and resources are committed to move toward achieving equity inside Crew and in the commercial real estate industry.
In addition to our intense focus on DEI, Crew accomplished much in 2021. We were eager to get back to more in-person events this year, but COVID intervened, and virtual programming was again our primary means of connection and engagement. Who is Crew DC today? 35% of our members have more than 20 years of experience. Another 33% have 10 to 20. We have representation across the whole spectrum of experience in our membership. We represent every facet of the industry with the highest numbers in architecture, brokerage, construction, development, law, and property management. Renewing and returning members make up more than 80% of our 520 members. This is a full 10 percentage points higher than the prior 4 years. Importantly, we are now measuring data about our membership and have increased representation of our self-identified Black, Indigenous, and people of color to 22% in the past 2 years. Our incoming 22 board of directors is 50% racially diverse and represents multiple dimensions of diversity. We have seats at the table and are actively inviting change, creativity, and new perspectives. More than 80 of the best commercial real estate companies in Washington metro area sponsor Crew DC. And you returned to us in force in 2021, exceeding prior year revenue by 15%. Sponsors are also using their redesigned sponsor benefits at a significantly higher rate in 21. Most Crew DC virtual sessions are no charge for members and always at a discount. Our chapter raised nearly $40,000 for Crew Network Foundation, more than double the amount raised in 2020. Donations support industry research, provide scholarships to college students, and support career outreach to educate high school and college students about working in commercial real estate. As we move forward into the new year, Crew will continue evolving. We'll welcome you and include new and returning members. We'll provide opportunities for all members to engage in the ways that best suit them.
Crew Network recently published a research paper on the impact of COVID-19 on women in commercial real estate. Here's what we've learned. COVID-19 has disproportionately impacted women and people of color. Globally, women lost 64 million jobs and 800 billion, yes, with a B, of income. In the US, women lost more jobs than men by 25%. Average compensation fell farther for women than men in 2020. The pandemic has erased over 3 decades of employment gains for women in this country. But there are bright spots. The pandemic and social unrest ushered in important changes in work culture, priorities, and values. It reset definitions of career satisfaction and company success. It amplified the importance of gender equity and diversity and its role in workforce recovery. This is a critical moment for employers to understand the changes that women want and need. The data reveals the degree to which the underrepresentation of women, especially diverse women, in the workplace persists and has worsened since COVID-19. Women have long voiced their concerns about the unrelenting pressure they continue to face at home and at work. The benefits of an inclusive, adaptable, and flexible work culture are clear and inspiring. This research also provides action steps that every company and community can use as we recover from this pandemic. Create and maintain inclusive and high-trust cultures. Demonstrate a visible and measurable leadership commitment to gender equality. Normalize flexible work schedules. Acknowledge that women of color face a different set of barriers than white women. Focus on recruiting women of color and retaining them. Conduct employee pay equity reviews regularly. Partner with organizations like Crew for industry-leading gender equity and DEI work, critical research, enriching industry education, and leadership development to advance women. We've been listening and learning. Now it's time for action. Companies need to win women back, and that's where Crew can make a difference. Our sponsoring firms are action-oriented industry leaders who value DEI and partner with us to advance commercial real estate to be more equitable for all. As an industry, let's agree to use COVID-19 and the social unrest as a catalyst for change. Let's rebuild the workplace of the future today.
Thanks, Stephanie, for that call to action. Now more than ever, Crew members tap into the power of our network. We are more than 500 members here in DC, nearly 900 members when you include our sister chapters in Northern Virginia, suburban Maryland, and Baltimore. And worldwide, Crew is 12,000 members strong, and they are here for you. Their potential value is infinite. What is your Crew? Let's hear from some of our members.
When I initially joined Crew, we would do service projects for District Alliance for Safe Housing, Cavalry Women's Services, and Suited for Change. And in those opportunities, I was able to serve alongside, shoulder to shoulder, so many great women of Crew. And throughout the years, I've been able to build the network of Crew members. And I love the mission of Crew, where I can help support women in their professional environment in the commercial real estate industry. I'm really proud that this is my Crew.
Crew DC has offered so many opportunities during my career. It has enhanced my professional development and leadership skills, led to new job positions, and I've developed long-lasting business relationships and personal friendships. And Crew DC can do the same for you. You just need to be involved. So participate in events, join or chair a committee, and get on the board. I promise you, it will be a fulfilling experience that will benefit you both professionally and personally. Our members' involvement made Crew DC the success it is today. We can all be very proud.
My Crew was there when I was bereft of direction, when I found I had absented my authentic self from my career. It went unnoticed until 2020, when uncontrollable events became overwhelming and soul-crushing. My Crew was there when I began to speak and act boldly to reclaim my power and my focus. My Crew offered support, strength, and strategy so that we could be agents of change. I'm Kelly Dickerson, 2022 board delegate, and I'm a part of your Crew. Thank you.
As we look to the future, Crew DC is here for you. We leverage our expertise and leadership to provide programming, professional development, mentoring, and connections that can lead to long-lasting business relationships and friendships.
So here's our message. This is my Crew.
And to you, our members and sponsors.
This is your Crew. For all of us, this is our Crew. Let's make the most of it. And now, let's honor tonight's winners. Our first award is for Emerging Leader. And this year, it goes to Victoria Abbasi, Senior Associate at Colliers, a rising leader recognized for her contributions and commitment to the industry. Victoria worked hard and moved up, expanding her influence and reach within the Colliers team and organization. Based on stellar performance and drive, she made the critical jump to a producer role in just a few short years. We anticipate big things from Victoria as she distinguishes herself as a go-getter with a unique outlook on the industry. We see her blazing into the future with character, grit, and determination to succeed.
I started at Colliers right out of college as a marketing coordinator. That was what I went to college for, so I stayed in my wheelhouse. As I learned more about the leasing side and brokerage side of the business, I started to get more interested in that field, and about 2 years ago, I made the transition into brokerage. I'm not generally a risk taker, and it was a big change for me in my career, going from being in a support role into actually a producing role. And there's not many women, especially in my field of government leasing, that I can look up to. But I saw that as a challenge that I was really excited to take, because I'm hoping that more women who have the same interest in government leasing or leasing in general will be more empowered to make that switch into brokerage. I love to give back to others. I joined the Colliers mentorship program about 5 years ago as a mentee and now as a mentor. I have been so fortunate to be in this position today because of people who were willing to take a chance on me. When I joined Colliers, I had no background of real estate. All I knew was the marketing side, but my team saw something in me and took that chance and continued to allow me to grow and build my own path. And I'm really hopeful that others who are emerging in this industry understands that there's so many points that you can touch. And if you find something that you're interested in, then to pursue that passion, and having mentors around you who are going to step up and help you along that way is so important, and certainly why I'm here today. My strength and grit comes from my father. My dad, my entire life growing up, he told me I could do whatever I wanted, whatever my brother wanted to do. And that was so important as a little girl to have that as someone to look up to. And every single thing I do throughout my career and my personal life, it's all due to my parents. They are my biggest role models and have been with me every step of the way. So I'm proud to have won this award, and I share this most definitely with my parents. This award means a lot. I've had the great pleasure of having so many people in my career who have stepped up to be phenomenal mentors to me within Crew, within Colliers. And I'm just so grateful because I look up to each and every one of them, past and present. And this just means a lot to me because it makes me feel like I am on the way and following in their footsteps.
Congratulations to our emerging leader.
Next up is the Champion Award. Tonight, we honor Mandy Whedon, founder and CEO of Feroce Real Estate Advisors. This award recognizes Mandy as an outstanding professional, excelling in her own career and providing support, encouragement, networking, and connections to others. Mandy demonstrates extraordinary talent and is a true champion for other people. She's sought after for her strategic thinking and advice. A tenacious leader, Mandy empowers and inspires through mentorship, guidance, and engagement.
For me, this award is very meaningful because champion is a serious word to me, because it's both in our language a noun and a verb. You can champion a person and you can be a champion. And that action of being a champion is what produces the results. By championing someone, you create a champion. And what I appreciate about Crew, Network, and the local chapters is the people that you get to meet and interact with from across a broad spectrum of disciplines in the industry, and the expertise that people are willing to share, and the learning that people are willing to share. And we take that together and we push things forward and we make progress. So I am very grateful to Crew DC for the honor of this Champion Award. I'm also very grateful to be honored alongside other impressive and committed leaders, Victoria and Chris and Stephanie and Lynn. They inspire me, and I look forward to seeing what they continue to accomplish in our industry. A phrase that has driven me is pursue excellence. And what that means to me is it's a journey. That pursuit is a journey of moving towards excellence. And along the way in that journey, it matters who you travel with, it matters how you get there, and it matters what you achieve along your journey. We need more diverse voices, we need more diverse perspectives, we need more diverse ideas to help us chart the path forward. I talk about this in terms of widening our field of vision. All investment decisions are still made in real estate by humans at some point, and we make better decisions when we have more information. We make better informed decisions. And when we have more voices at the table with different experiences, we widen our field of vision, we make better decisions, we get better results. And I was championed by someone else, and so I see an opportunity to spread that.
Congratulations to our champion.
And now, the Game Changer Award. Tonight, the award goes to Chris Mullavadas, Market Director for JLL Mid-Atlantic. This award recognizes an executive who consistently demonstrates commitment to advancing diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging. Serving as a catalyst for change in his company and throughout the industry, Chris has taken tangible action to make the change a reality. He has a track record of implementing transformative DEI programs at JLL and moving from awareness to action in achieving equity in commercial real estate for women and diverse groups of people.
Well, it's a big honor to receive Cru's award for Game Changer, and I think that what it really means to me is it's less about the recipient and it's more about the impact that people are having on others' lives. And so for me, it's the ripple effect of that small stone being thrown into that large pond where all these sort of actions, small actions that you have every day have greater meaning. And if we all sort of focus on that and the decisions that we make, we can really sort of change the direction of the world and where we're going. A lot of changes have happened in the last couple of years. We've had COVID, but another major factor was sort of looking at the social ramifications of injustice, discrimination, and gender inequity. We really, as the leader of the East Coast Diversity and Inclusion Council for JLL, was really looking for ways to insert within our organization the way that we operate on a daily basis, how to keep on putting in the forefront of everything we do diversity and gender equity. And so when we start each leadership meeting, and we do this not only for the regional leaders, but actually at individual business line meetings, we have what we call a diversity moment or a leadership moment. And we try and go around the table and we have different leaders speak about diversity. It's again, trying to ingrain it into our DNA to be different than we have been in the past. So as a leader of a business, it's my role to create a culture which is very inclusive and creates a sense of belonging. It's really important for me to have diversity within the ranks of JLL, including gender equity, because that's what the outside world looks like versus the inside world of these corporate real estate firms. And so it's very, very important for us, for our success, to mirror the real world that's all around us. I really wanted to thank Cru for this wonderful award. I think that what Cru does is phenomenal in the industry. I think for the real estate industry to be successful, we really do need to change the makeup of the professionals that sort of make up the industry. I've been very blessed by being surrounded by many women who have mentored me, inspired me, and have sort of guided my career. And so I'm very thankful for all of those individuals who, for my life, and they didn't know it, they were that stone being thrown in that pond and had a ripple effect on me and how I treat others.
Congratulations to our game changer.
And now, the Woman of Impact Award. I am elated to honor Lynn Stith Bennett, Managing Principal and Chief Strategy Officer at Coakley & Williams Construction. This prestigious award recognizes Lynn for breaking multiple barriers in the commercial real estate on her road to the executive suite. She has earned and wields authority and power to move the needle in our industry. Lynn leverages her network, encouraging women to pursue personal and professional opportunities with drive and ambition. Respected for her accomplishments and leadership style, Lynn has forged a path for the next generation of leaders.
I'm excited to be receiving the Woman of Impact Award, as this award recognizes, for me, what this journey is all about. Impact, about creating opportunity for others where they may not realize opportunity exists. When I began my journey in construction, I was the only woman on the construction site. There were no women running businesses in construction, and now we have 4 of our 11 partners at Coakley & Williams Construction that are women. I remember going to industry events, Associated Builders and Contractors, and being just about the only woman in the room. How far we've come that I had the honor this year of chairing the board of ABC. I'm really pleased that the number of women in our industry continues to grow, and I'm honored to be a role model for those, that visible sign of what success looks like in our industry, and that there is opportunity for women and for everyone in our business. At Coakley & Williams Construction, we operate with a build mindset. that every action we take contributes to building something. We've worked really hard on building a culture of trust and respect, where the individual has a seat at the table, their voices are heard, and their contributions are valued. I get a great deal of satisfaction from giving people the tools they need to be successful and the space by stepping back and letting them excel. My contribution to the success of others is the impact that I want to be known for. It's really amazing to think about where Crew started. The small group of women who were getting together to share their experiences within the industry has now, 40 years later, grown to be an association with over 500 members. I remember my first experience with Crew, walking into that room of strong, smart, amazing professional women, and being a bit in awe of that. Those women rallied around me and have helped me to grow and develop in my career, and I've done business with them as well. This is a relationship business, as is life, and the relationships that I've built through Crew have contributed greatly to my success. I want to thank my husband, Bobby, for always having my back, for his encouragement and support of our family. To my entrepreneurial daughter, Amy, who is running her own business and thriving in her role not only as a business owner, but as a mother, and for giving me the most amazing gift of my grandson, Cole. I want to thank my crew for your support, friendship, and guidance, and to Crew DC for recognizing me as a woman of impact.
Congratulations to our Woman of Impact. HYL Architecture provides ongoing support to our chapter and to tonight's awards.
Thank you, HYL Architecture. The Deal-Making Award recognizes a team of professionals working together on a project or transaction that demonstrates excellence, resourcefulness, collaboration, and industry best practices. And the winner is the Kylie, submitted by WDG Architecture, Davis Construction, and SK&A Structural Engineers.
The Kylie is a new 8-story, 315-unit multifamily apartment building in Southwest DC in the historic Capitol Park complex. Designed to harmonize with adjacent, iconic, mid-century modern structures, the Kylie references this vocabulary while reaching 21st century benchmarks for efficiency, sustainability, adaptive reuse, and community engagement. 3 crew members involved in bringing the project to reality are Ingrid Marone, WDG Architecture, Debbie Carter, Davis Construction, and Marcia Camarda, SK&A Structural Engineers. Their strengths were working together to identify solutions to complex challenges, understanding the project's impact in the community, and meeting aesthetic goals referencing the historic context of the master plan. The team wishes to thank its client, Urban Investment Partners, for the opportunity to collaborate on this exciting project. Congratulations to the Kylie team, our Deal-Making Award winner.
The Project Excellence Award recognizes leading-edge sustainability, wellness, and community engagement. The project exemplifies innovation in environmental, social, and governance principles, as well as resourcefulness, collaboration, and industry best practices. Our 2021 Project Excellence Award winner is Akima Global Headquarters, submitted by OTJ Architects.
OTJ Architects partnered with Alaska Native Corporation Akima in a collaborative and culturally driven process translating their rich Inupiat heritage and values into a destination headquarters location. The project testifies to the endurance of the Inupiat culture, one that draws on 10,000 years of resilience to meet the challenges of globalization and climate change with integrity and respect for all, while looking resolutely to the 21st century. The design empowers staff to do their best, most productive work in service to the company and the communities in which it operates. OTJ wishes to thank Akima and its CEO, Bill Manette, for their trust and the opportunity to deliver this project. Congratulations to the Akima Global Headquarters team, our Project Excellence Award winner. Bridge Commercial Real Estate is a sponsor for tonight's awards.
We are delighted to present the Raise Up Your Voice Award this year to Stephanie Williams, President of Bozzuto Management. Stephanie exemplifies a strong commitment to social and economic equity in commercial real estate. Through active engagement, education, and operating practices, she encourages diversity and reduces racial disparities. Stephanie is a voice for inclusivity on the path to more fair and just systems in our communities. She demonstrates an exceptional ability to motivate change inside and outside her organization. Stephanie's distinguished leadership and determination in the movement for equity in commercial real estate inspires us all.
I'm very honored to be selected for the Raise Up Your Voice Award. And one short story that is really tied to it, I had a teacher in kindergarten named Grandma Horn. And when I would be upset about something, I would be really frustrated, and I'd go up to Grandma Horn to share, my frustrations, but my words would be jumbled. And she would say, "Stephanie Williams, use your words, find your words." And that has stuck with me all of these years. And what it said to me was that your words matter. And that if you find the right words, people will listen and people will respond. And so I've taken that with me during the course of my life, and making sure that I am finding the words to express what is important to me, what makes me who I am. I can't separate being a woman from Stephanie. I can't separate being Black from Stephanie. And I want others to feel like they can be who they are and what makes us all who we are, and find their voice associated with that. And your words, they matter to you, they will matter to the people that care about you. Our journey started many years ago, before we were using words like diversity, equity, and inclusion, when our then CEO, now Chairman Tom Bozzuto, called me into his office and said, I want to make sure that our company, my company, is a reflection of the communities that we serve. Will you partner with me? So that was the first step. I'm inspired by the variety of perspectives that we have in the organization, and the opportunity to celebrate what makes our team members who they are. And so much of that comes from our gender, our race, our ethnicity, our sexuality, all of the things that make us who we are. And so just welcoming those conversations into the organization, into the culture, has been really and truly inspiring for me. The one thing that I've learned is that vulnerable leadership is the best kind. And the one thing about a global pandemic is that there's not a handbook. The secret sauce in it for me has been being vulnerable, sharing my fears, sharing the insights into what I didn't know or what I didn't have the answers to, and inviting those around me, those that work directly with me, all of my colleagues, all of our associates at Bozzuto, to share and provide their thoughts and their feedback. And I've learned that being a vulnerable leader is the best kind, because it allows you to connect much better with those that are in your charge, and it also builds trust for the decisions that you're making on their behalf.
Congratulations to our Raise Up Your Voice Award winner.
Congratulations to all of our award winners. Stephanie and I want to thank all of those who have helped to make this event possible each year. Bozzuto and Ackridge were a great help providing space for the video shoot at their River Point project. Thank you to presenting sponsor Altus Group, and thank you to all of our sponsors. Let's hear from some of them in their own words.
Altus Group recognizes the value Crew brings to deepening business relationships and advancing women in the industry.
JLL has been a longtime supporter of Crew as it works toward a common goal of advancing women in the industry.
DataWatch has supported Crew for many years. We see its value in building connections for our business.
Eagle Bank sponsors Crew to support women in building business relationships.
Coakley & Williams Construction sponsors Crew because our employees tell us it adds meaning to their work in commercial real estate.
Being part of Crew allows Arnold & Porter attorneys to deepen our relationships within the commercial real estate industry.
Bentall Green Oak has supported Crew for many years. We see its value in building connections for our business.
Wash REIT has long supported Crew because it's the premier resource for industry research into gender equity in commercial real estate. Thank you to our award judges. They gave their time and energy to thoughtfully review submissions and select our winners this evening. Thank you to Special Events Committee co-chairs Katie Burton, Twig Sevko, and Molly Statler. And awards co-chairs Sonia Aquino, Leisha Brown, and Anna Fannin. Thank you to Special Events Committee who made this awards program possible. As 2021 is coming to an end, I want to give a special thanks to our Board of Directors for making the entire year a success. It has been a pleasure working with all of you. And now it's time for me to pass the baton to your incoming president, Stephanie Duncan.
Tabitha, it's certainly been a privilege to serve with you over the past year, and I look forward to what 2022 holds. Despite the challenges, 2021 was very successful for Crew and for so many of our members and sponsors. As we move into the future, we hope you'll join our Crew and continue supporting our mission to advance women in commercial real estate. Thank you and good night.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you for joining the 2021 Crew DC Awards. Congratulations to all our award winners. For those of you in person, the party continues until 7:30.